Hey guys, it's Sunday, May 16th, and we've had one of the most dramatic changes in weather that I can remember. We've gone this past week, temperatures ranging from 5-10 degrees during the day to about -5 at night. And then something happened. We have now in the forecast for the last couple days and into the extended forecast, we have daytime temperatures of 20 to 25 degrees Celsius and nighttime temperatures of +10. So, against my better judgment, maybe, we've decided to start putting some plants out. This channel could also probably be called the Impatient Gardener, but it is what it is. So we've put out, yesterday we ended up putting out the broccoli and cauliflower. We will, let's take a look and see how that went. So yeah, that bed is done. It's covered up, has the weed guard down, and we will not be uncovering that bed until things are ready to be harvested, so much later in the year. With where we are, the insects that we have, if you leave broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage uncovered, there's just no chance. It's hopeless unless you're spraying with pesticides, and yeah, that's not something that I do. So with my beds, it's fairly easy to cover everything in bug netting. And again, those beds won't be opened up until it's time to harvest. We can water directly through that bug netting, and it works out quite well for us. We also planted some tomato seeds and the rest of the onion sets that we just had left over, so that's taking up another half of a bed. And today the plan, I think we're going to put out some more plants, so I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup with the Kubota, and then I don't know what, I think we're going to plant out Swiss chard and some kale, and then prep some other beds, because if this weather continues, then yeah, we'll put peppers out, tomatoes out, and just hope that no frost shows up. All right, guys. Well, that was quite the busy weekend. Now, we ended up putting quite a few plants out. We are taking the chance. One of these things, again, we have had late frosts. I mean, frosts showing up last week of May, even the first week of June. But we decided to put everything out, and we're hoping for the best. The big reason is we are, if everything goes well, we're going to get another 2 weeks of growing time on all these plants. And last year we had, well, pretty much every year, we have tons of green tomatoes and zucchini and squash that, you know, could just use another a little bit more time on the vine. So if everything does work out this year, we should get an enormous harvest of produce. Everything we put out today. So I'll give you a quick tour and show you what we got done. So I just looked up, and it looks like we may be getting some rain, which is pretty good timing for everything we just put in the ground today. My future greenhouse is still sitting where it was a couple weeks ago. Everything's starting to look a lot better. Doesn't look as big. It doesn't look like a big disaster area. It's starting to come together as it does every year. We put the beans are in the ground, the peas are just coming up, they're just poking through the soil. We started those peas inside, just seeing how it is, and that area on the end is for, we're going to put some squash plants there. This area here, destined for cucumbers. You can hear the thunder in the background. The cucumbers will probably go in next weekend. Pickling cucumbers and slicing cucumbers, those plants are all coming up. I'll show you those in a little bit. The cherry plants gonna be leafing out very soon, so yeah, maybe next weekend I'll give them some fertilizer. This bed's all set to go, just waiting for the lettuce that I have in the planting room to get a little bit bigger, and then this will be full of lettuce. Put some of them out to just to get them going, and then this will be, there is some Chinese cabbage, bok choy. I think that's gonna go in here, and then the kale and Swiss chard. May actually start a bit more, a few more Swiss chard plants, and put those out. Carrots here, again, gonna enjoy the rain. Hopefully we get quite a bit. We've put a few more onion sets. The onion sets that didn't finish, that we didn't use up in the front bed, those went in here. Waste not, want not. And then asparagus is coming up. We'll be harvesting this, probably within the next week or two. It showed up remarkably quickly. There are already a lot of spears coming through the surface. Didn't get around to this bed. This is where the peppers are going to go. We put this bed together yesterday. This is the cabbages, broccoli, and cauliflower. They're looking a little rough, but they always do. They'll pull through. Now this bed will not be open very much. Again, we have lots of butterflies that enjoy snacking on these, so this will be sealed up until harvest time. Really, the rain goes through this insect netting. It's really good. It's really good stuff. Planted out all the tomatoes today. This is only temporary. This is just to keep the deer out while we put all the other beds together and close off the whole area. But ended up doing a full bed of tomatoes. Half of them are Roma tomatoes, and the other half are a mix of regular tomatoes and some cherry tomatoes. And blueberry plants just starting to wake up. You can see some buds are just starting to show up on these guys. They always take a little bit longer. You can see this guy for some reason is getting rolling a little bit earlier than the others. And finally, this is next weekend's project. This will be the squash bed, and there are all our deer gates. So all quite a bit planted up this weekend. Didn't do very much soil amending this year. Didn't really need it. We just threw a little bit of a fertilizer on, mixed it in with the soil. We did work in quite a bit of wood ash into the tomato bed. I have an endless supply of that. So yeah, we're gonna give that a try this year. Worked quite well last year. We harvested about 50 pounds or more of tomatoes, and we only had a half a bed planted with 10 tomato plants. This year we have quite a few more. So we'll take a look and see what's left to plant out in the planting room. Alright, so back down in the planting room. Zucchinis, butternut, spaghetti squash, the mashed potato squash, all doing well. Cucumbers, melons, all look like they are doing well. We'll be ready to go out probably next weekend if the weather holds. And the habanero pepper is doing well. Beets are coming up. Another tray of lettuce in the back. And watermelon starting to come up. And then more beets down at the bottom.